I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mel.
Girl, let me tell you, I only had maybe a little less than half of that drink.
When you're drinking, you just gotta drink more.
I am a strongly worded email.
Actually, that feels in line, though.
That's not
No, listen. And every now and again, when somebody get out of line, you just yell, pop the trunk.
I'm the juice to her gin. Did we hit record?
Is it working? Is it on?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gin and Juice podcast. My name is Melissa.
And my name is Mel.
And we're real life sisters. We get on this podcast every single week and talk about what we want to talk about. For example, Thanksgiving is next week. I need to go grocery shop. I ain't been to the store.
Hello?
I ain't been to the store in I don't know how long. Okay, the way I Instacart.
Oh, I need to Instacart today. That's a good reminder.
I let Instacart, sponsor this podcast.
Hello?
Okay, where are they at?
Thank you to our sponsors.
It's not Instacart though.
Well, thank you to the ones who did sponsor this episode. That's BetterHelp, HelloFresh, and Lumi.
I need to get some command hooks because the reef on my door keeps falling.
Oh, I was like, command hooks.
I want to Instacart command hooks so bad.
Oh, can you not?
I can, but I feel bad when it's just one item.
Oh, yeah. Me
so
too.
I like low-key want to wait until I have multiple things.
Yeah.
But boy, I tell you, the energy I don't have to go into the store now that I know Thanksgiving is next week too.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to be able to go grocery shop until this weekend.
No, every time I go almost every day. But every time I go in there, it's a big display that lets you know that Thanksgiving's on the way. They have all the aluminum pans.
Oh, yeah.
All of them. They have is it stovetop stuffing?
Oh, they love a good stovetop.
The red and yellow box.
Yeah.
It is everywhere.
Dang.
They have Cool Whip in the first freezer.
Oh, you guys.
They are like, hey, we know what you came for.
You know what you in here for.
We are here for you.
I need to make a list. The other thing is, I think it was last year, I did a new macaroni and cheese recipe.
Oh.
And I really, really enjoyed it. Like, I really, really did. I don't remember whose recipe I
was about
used.
to say, you got to make it, but you got to know the recipe.
I don't remember whose recipe I used. The yams recipe I use, though, now, fire. I remember his. His is very good. That's all I got. That's all I got. Yeah, very good. All right, hello, welcome. We're going to start with, we are going to do Pop the Trunk today. Mark my words. We are going to do Pop the Trunk today. It will happen. I know. This is my problem with Danny Rose's recipe, is that I have tasted Danny Rose cook her own recipe.
And it don't be the same.
And it don't be the
when
same.
You make it.
When you make it yourself.
Yeah.
It's not the same, so it ruins it because I'm like, I know what this should taste like, and it don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I told her that. I said, I don't know what you do different, but it's an ingredient you do on your own. You're not adding it on the YouTube because I follow directions to a T, and it's not the same. I don't know what she be doing, but Danny doesn't make anything bad though. That's just the long and the short of it. Like literally, I've never had something that she has made that has been bad. Ever. Literally. All right, we're going to start with long story short. Long story short, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the fight?
Let's talk about the fight.
So Mike Tyson and one of them Paul brothers, I never know who.
Jake.
It was Jake?
It was Jake.
Okay, so Jake, Paul, I was about to call him Jake Logan. This is why I got to stick with Paul brothers.
Because they got three.
Because they all, right.
First names.
Literally. He fought Mike Tyson this weekend. And how did it go for you?
Well, we got to see Tyson's ass, and nobody was prepared for or asked for. Everybody was, it was so random, but thank you, Mike, I guess. He tripped on the way out.
He stumbled. He stumbled.
He didn't all the way trip. He didn't fall, but he stumbled. He bit his glove for
biting his glove
the whole time. Weird. And then at the end said he had a biting fixation, like. What is happening, Mike? What is happening? His age started to show, in my opinion. Okay, after about round 3, it started to feel like age was showing. I feel like Jake wasn't really. I had to delete the tweet because I don't even have the energy to go back and forth with people, especially about sports. I'll go back and forth with you about Beyonce, not a Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
But where I do feel that Jake was holding back, but I also Mike wasn't demolishing him either.
Yeah.
But I think Mike is slow because of his age. Them feet was just they was just a shuffling real slow. Okay, they was just a moving. And I think Mike has power still, but I think he's slow.
Yep.
Okay, so could he have knocked Paul out? Sure, if he would have got there in time.
Yeah.
I think Jake is faster, so he was never going to be able to catch him.
Yeah.
That's where I stand. I enjoyed watching it.
That fight played out exactly how I thought it was. I think the problem is this. This is the quiet part nobody was saying out loud. Y'all kept saying, Mike looks good. Mike looks good. Y'all, Mike's look. The quiet part y'all never said out loud was for his age.
Exactly. That's the rest of that sentence.
That's the rest of the sentence. Y'all, nobody was willing to admit.
Yes.
That's Papa Mikey.
Yeah.
That's Papa.
Mikey.
And that is okay. He's 58 years old.
Right, absolutely.
Fighting a man literally half his age.
Yeah.
Mike's last fight is almost as long as the little boy's life.
Yeah, I mean, literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's okay to say this man looks good for his age, and he is not going to win fighting someone half his age who is younger, got something to prove, got white privilege on his side. Like all of these things. Listen, the Democrats just lost the election. That was a hit against Mike.
How did we get to white privilege?
Listen.
He lost. I mean, that had nothing to do with the privilege. That just had to do.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
That's ageism.
No. Ageism. Yeah, ageism is coming. The Democrats lost already. That's a strike against Mike. Don't ask me how that works. I'm just letting you know that's a strike against Mike. He was already down.
That's why black people can't be taken serious. This is why everybody be like, y'all always make everything about race.
I mean, to be honest, the whole fight was anti-black, to be honest. If you really think about it.
This is why they don't take Black Lives Matter seriously right here. Eggs is $10 because racism.
Because that's why. That's all I'm saying. It was too many things. Then you got racism against you. Then you add in age. Mike was never going to win. But this is the thing. This is what people don't understand. Mike still walked away with $20 million, though.
Oh, well, listen.
Mike still walked away with $20 million.
It was a good business decision for sure.
He got on that internet. He said, I still won because I showed my kids I could get in this ring.
Absolutely.
Mike didn't care about winning that fight. He didn't care about winning that fight. He cared about, my first name is actually Michael.
It's like Michael. I looked it up.
Well, tell us, because Tyson is
Michael Gerard.
Gerard. Is that what, a G? Or a J?
A G.
All right. So
Gerard
it's
Tyson.
Inc. So what I need you to do is write that check out to Michael G. Tyson Inc.
Amen.
And it needs to pass. It needs to clear. You notice, this is how I know that Mike is in a different phase of his life. Y'all remember Mike Tyson back in the day. He had 38,000 people behind him as he walked out. That man walked out and tripped by himself.
Yeah, by himself.
He said, this might be my last time getting to check this purse this big. So what I'm going to do is not split with nobody.
What was his song?
Eye of the Tiger. I don't even remember.
It was something silly.
It was something.
Mind you, Jake comes out in a car.
Yep.
With the mute.
That's the young folks shenanigans.
It was given he was about to fight somebody his age.
Yep.
Mike walked out and tripped and then bit his glove the whole time.
He said, oh, hold on.
Said he has a fixation.
Yes.
It was a lot.
That went out just how I thought it was. I was not expecting Mike Tyson to knock that little boy out. I also, to be honest, didn't really expect Jake to, what is his name, Jake?
Yeah, Jake.
To knock out Tyson.
Yeah,
I think it's disrespectful to even have thought that was going to happen. They danced around.
Yes, they did.
We got entertained. The women's fight before that was the better fight of the night.
It was good.
They was out here busting eyebrows.
Oh my goodness, headbutting
each
that
other.
Girl's lip, her
because it looked like her lip the way it was split.
It did. That thing was nasty. It was nasty.
Listen.
That was interesting. Okay, but wait, I had something else to say because Can
we talk about Netflix so we can go to Beyonce too before you do?
That's
okay,
where
good.
I'm headed.
Okay, that's why we sisters. Go ahead.
Okay, but it's Netflix pivot-ish because I got a message dropped in my spirit when I was watching Netflix and it was buffering. Okay,
that's the tambourine.
And then last night they announced that Beyonce gonna do
the Super Bowl.
Here's what happened in my head. We got to stop being scared of going out there and messing up because we all watched Love is Blind and complained the whole time that it wasn't working. And then Netflix, it was so bad. Netflix said, "You know what? We sorry.
Yes.
Give us 2 hours. Actually, tomorrow we gonna put the whole thing up the way
Oh,
we
it's not the
typically
Super Bowl?
do." No. I'm talking about. Remember, Love Is Blind.
Oh yeah, but they said Beyonce's not performing at
No,
she
girl,
performing
it's
on Christmas.
It's Christmas. They don't have the Super Bowl rights. This is Christmas. Yes. Okay, but listen. Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
We watched Love Is Blind.
Okay,
We
go
got
ahead.
on this podcast and yelled about how bad it was. We
Yes.
told them that they suck.
Yes.
Didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then they came back and did Love Is Blind again about a week ago.
Yep.
Week ago. Okay. And it was better.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't live.
It wasn't. What was the one they just did that was live? They did like Chris Rock or something live.
Chris
they
Rock
did
was live.
something live.
Chris Rock was live.
They keep trying.
Yeah.
They keep trying. And it don't matter how many tweets we get on and be mad. They keep trying and we keep watching. And then we sat up there and we tweeted and made them trending about how bad Netflix is live. Well, it's this terrible. We can't see. It's buffering. And guess what? Yesterday they said, come back on Christmas. And guess what?
We gonna be there.
Gonna show up on Christmas.
We are gonna show up.
You got to stop being scared of messing up.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
As long as you keep trying, you going to get better. You going to get the lesson out of this. I said, listen, I'm going to post. I don't care.
That's a good lesson,
You
Mel.
can't be scared.
Come on.
If Netflix is messing now, if you
They are a
posted-
global country. They are a global company.
Amen.
Number one in the world, streaming.
And they are trying something brand new.
And they keep trying.
They are trying something they have not done before. They obviously don't have it perfected. They have IT people who you would imagine are the best in the world, and they ain't figured it out yet. And guess what? They keep
And
experimenting.
they'll be back in 30 days.
Exactly. And they are experimenting on us, and we keep showing up. So listen, put your stuff out there. And
You
if it
should.
messes up, take the lesson and do it again in 30 days.
And do it again in 30 days. Amen and hallelujah.
As long as it's worth it, people showing up for, they going to show up.
Listen.
Everybody gets embarrassed, and as long as you pick yourself back up, you're going to be all right.
Because what did Aaliyah say? If at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. You can pick
Dust
yourself and
dust
try
yourself
again.
off and try
Is it
again.
try it? Dust yourself
Dust
off?
yourself off and try again. Try again. Anyway, that's all. Literally in my head, I said, they are not embarrassed that they made us all watch this.
No, they don't care. I don't
And
actually
stream.
understand why they are trying to get into this live world. I don't understand the point of it.
World domination.
I feel like they should stick to what they're good at because
Except-
this is not it.
Yeah, but except we all keep saying this is not
That's
it.
true. And here we go.
And here we go.
And
we
I'ma
gonna
be
be
there
there on Christmas
on
watching
Christmas,
Beyonce.
yeah, at the Super Bowl.
And they're not even like, they went for Beyonce.
She showed and she posted it. First of all, did you know Beyonce got a TikTok?
Oh, I didn't know she had TikTok.
So yesterday, her TikTok was showing up on my TikTok. I was like, this is so weird.
Oh, I didn't understand.
It was so interesting. And then it was that. And I was like, is that why she's showing up? Like, did the algorithms know?
Probably.
It was so
I'm just
interesting.
saying. I
Y'all
thought
just
it
make
was
sure
great.
y'all are there live with your stuffing or dressing, whatever it is you eat or
Amen.
call it, and watch Beyonce perform at the halftime Super Bowl show.
Absolutely. It's going to be great because she's great. I think they're amazing for doing this. I think it's hilarious and amazing, and it definitely inspired me. One of the other things that inspires me is therapy. When I get to talk to a therapist about maybe having some, what is it when you don't believe in yourself?
Imposter syndrome.
You can have imposter syndrome, right? You can think you don't belong here. You shouldn't be trying to live stream because that's not the lane you've been occupied and been in. That's not your area of expertise. But you don't get good at something until you try it. And so you should go to therapy because you can get good at that. You can try that. You'll get good at it over time, okay? You can have a therapist to talk to. So take a moment to say thank you to someone in your life, including your therapist, if that's someone you'd like to shout out. If you this month is all about, we know we're in Thanksgiving, it's all about gratitude. And along with the person that I want to thank, maybe myself or my husband or my family, maybe my sister, the other person that you should thank, maybe even your therapist, is yourself. Maybe I said that too. It's sometimes hard to remind ourselves that we are trying our best to make sense of everything. And in this crazy world, that isn't easy. So here's a reminder to send some thanks to people in your life, including yourself. I just told you about my experience with therapy. It's great. I feel better afterward. Sometimes I just need to get things out of my head. Other times I need to feel inspired and recognize the capabilities that I have, and a therapist, somebody who is licensed and able to really do this, not just a friend, those conversations they have proven for me to be really helpful. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. So let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/GJ today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GJ.
GJ.
Amen. All right.
Seduce and Scheme. Can you let me know what the name of Okay, Leah's watch. Oh, you did.
Yeah.
I need to watch it. What is it on again?
Peacock.
Okay, I'm going to watch this because
so good.
we love a good documentary, okay? Peacock. What is it called? It's okay.
Yeah. It's something about like anatomy of lies.
I saw
Anatomy of Lies.
this.
Oops.
Okay, I'm going to check it out soon. The other thing I wanted to say is today's the first production day of Churchy.
Sure is.
Kevin could not go to sleep
No, was he
last night.
excited?
Oh my God,
That's
this
funny.
man, I've been saying all day. He is excited like a kid the night before Christmas, a kid in a candy store.
That's so
like
good.
this man is so very excited. I'm super, super proud of him and the team. Like, to be honest, a lot of the team, this is their first big production, and it's people that we've worked with on different campaigns from before that we've been able to work with previously from the Spectrum. You guys saw me on the Spectrum shoot, people that we met there. Kevin's worked on the Will Smith thing, people he met there. So this is like, a lot of them do, I don't want to call them small, because doing Spectrum or doing something for Will Smith is not small.
No.
Okay, those are not small productions. They're low-key big productions. But this is like a huge production, and it's over an extended period of time. Those are normally a couple days, a week, usually max. And so the fact that they're all, like, Kev had a call with them yesterday. They've been meeting actually here, kind of getting themselves together, and they all had a moment where they're just like, I'm nervous. Are you nervous? I'm a little bit
mess this
nervous.
up.
Yeah. So super, super excited for them. I'm going to actually go on set today. I usually do, just so you guys know, okay, I'm trying to get a little cameo this season and not be skirt. So we'll see how it works. But I'm usually over the money in the background. So that's why y'all don't see me doing the stuff. But I need to get somebody else to do this money.
You're so good at it.
'Cause I think this is why my face is breaking out, because the level of stress that I have had. Oh, God. Oh, God. Actually, today's the first day I think that I felt a relief of stress. I think because it was finally here. So
Yeah.
you feel like you can like, like most of the hard part is done. Not all of it, but most of it is done by the time production starts. So that's really, really super exciting. So anyway, super proud of them. We'll go on set. I'm going to actually try to vlog a little bit of it. Did I bring my camera? Hold on a second. Oh, I did. Okay. I'm going to try to vlog a little bit of it once we're done here. So I wanted to say that, and I really think that was it on the long story.
Well, I wanted to say, this is my other, I've been having all the realizations this week. You also did Kennedy Ryan. You hosted
Thank you.
her book tour stop, LA, which was amazing.
Thank you.
First of all, Melissa was amazing, hilarious, relatable, personable. Like, I felt like it was so good and entertaining to watch you and Kennedy on the stage. Follow me. When you watch people do the things it seems like they're created to do, it always looks so effortless. And for me, I'm always like, I don't think I could do that. How is she so good at that? And that's what that felt like. Like you were you had such great questions. You were like big personality, funny. Like it was really, really good to watch. So shout out to you for that. And then Kennedy as a writer.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever spoken to a writer?
Man.
You feel like dumb. Or like you could never articulate and communicate in a way that is so compelling.
Man,
like
compelling's a good word.
You
Mel.
ask her what she did at McDonald's, what she ordered, and you leave the conversation feeling like, I would have just said a cheeseburger, right? And she's like, honey grilled bun with sesame seeds and buttered on top.
To a golden crisp.
To a golden crisp with cheese that melts in and you're just like, well,
that sounds delectable.
Where did you get that from? Like, that was the experience. It was incredible
So
to
good.
hear her talk and storytell with like the questions you're asking, and then you go on a journey with her answer, and you're just like, what is happening?
She's so good.
She was so
good.
Such a compelling speaker. It was
Incredible.
really, really good. It
Yeah.
was really dope to watch that. And so afterward, we went into the back, and I was essentially articulating this to, I think, Kev and Greg, because I was just amazed. Like, this is so crazy that this is insane. And it made me think of, I was reading, I don't know if it was a tweet. I don't know, child. I just be taking in information. And somewhere, so I saw some information somebody put out in the world that said something about the thing that everybody tells you you're good at and you are so confused by, like, why are you guys saying I'm so good at this? This is so easy, right? That thing is actually your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That is the
And your gift.
And your gift.
Yeah.
When you're so like, you guys, this is not that hard, and you guys are just like, you guys are being nice, it's actually them not being nice. It's actually the thing you were probably created to do.
Yeah.
And so when you do it, it's so effortless to you that you probably feel like you're cheating, like, bruh. But it's the thing you should be doing.
It's so true.
And that is what that's what Saturday, it was Saturday.
Yeah.
Felt like. It felt like, oh, y'all are both good at this, and you probably don't even realize how good you are at this, but everybody can't do this.
Yeah.
Everybody's not made to do this.
Very
So
good.
anyway, it was again, I was inspired all weekend by Netflix messing up, and then y'all having the book.
That's a different type of inspiration.
It is. But I was just like, oh my gosh, like, this is such a just basic level of, everybody loves to be like, I don't know what I'm here to do. I'm just here to go work for somebody else. Start paying attention to the things people say you're good at that you are dismissing. That might be the thing you were created to do.
So good. I
That
hope
was my
y'all are
lesson.
really leaving out of here with some encouraging words. But it's true. And sometimes it really is, I'm speaking to myself included, it is really easy to dismiss the thing
it.
you're good at because it does come so easy. And
Uh-huh.
it seems like work
Mm-hmm.
should feel like
Work.
Mm-hmm. And so when it comes easy,
Uh-huh.
you're kind of like, well, that can't be it then,
Absolutely.
because I'm not working
Yep.
at this. But it was truly, if you have not listened to, is always what I say. But if you haven't listened to Real, if you're a book reader, I always say this. There are a couple books that I highly recommend. I'm an audio listener by default, right? And there's some people that are readers by default, meaning they want to crack open a book by default. Understand that that's always your preference. There are a couple books that I say, regardless of your default, you should audio listen to. Will Smith's book is one of them. You should audio listen. Not Barack Obama. You should sit down and read his book so you can close. It's so long and dense. It's so long and very dense. Barack, and from what I heard, he wrote it himself.
Oh.
And he had wrote it. He should have hired someone. No, because Barack is Barack.
He is Barack.
And he's super smart and it comes across as a super smart, educated book. I said, I don't want to look. I don't want to know nothing else about you. I don't care. Michelle's book, listen to, and you can hear the difference in their personalities.
Yeah.
So Will Smith, Michelle Obama's book, and Real. This is a book. Yeah, Becoming. This is a book you should audio listen to because it's a story within a story. Just a little bit of a pivot. It's a story within a story. So the character, her name is Neva Saint. She's an actress that gets cast to play Desi Blue, who's a like Harlem Renaissance forgotten jazz performer. She's forgotten about, so she takes on her life, right? So within the story, you catch glimpses of Neva, who actually ends up being a separate voice, but whatever, playing Desi Blue within the story. So it comes across, it's not Neva's voice, it's this other's characters. You get to hear the music in it. You get to hear her performing. You can get, little glimpses of her life. It's just a really cool way to write a book. And it's especially, like, interesting to experience it audio
Yeah.
instead of just reading, because in your mind they're all the same. But when that's how I read anyway. Sometimes all the voices are just my voice, but when you're audio listening, they're distinct, you know, and so you get to understand like what's happening in these characters' life, and it's really, man, just a really great time. Just a really, really, really great book, and it has a new cover. Anyway, let me stop plugging Kennedy Ryan like she need my help. She does not. However, I do recommend it. All of that to say that I was nervous as heck.
You could not tell.
Everyone, I was really grateful. Nervous as I was just telling Courtney, I woke up at like 7 a.m. that morning. I had sent in questions and I didn't really like my questions. And so I woke up that morning. I had finished the book with the epilogue, the new like 7,000 words or whatever. Finished that, sat with it for a little while and thought like, what do I want to know? Studied a little bit of Kennedy Ryan. So I really had, which I've already done because I interviewed her for the book club over the summer, but I was like, let me refresh myself. And so I was asking questions that I knew her answers. Yeah. So I knew what I wanted from her. So I targeted my questions in that direction. Yeah. And she just gave me what I wanted.
I'm trying to tell you.
Just gave me what I wanted. It was fantastic.
It was so good.
She is really, if she's ever in a near you for a book club, or if you're interested in a book and you kind of want like the escapism, highly recommend that you start with Before I Let Go. It's so good. And that's the one that's being adapted for TV, which I can say aloud because that's public information. Although she told us some private information, which is very cool. I can't say it obviously, but I was like, oh, look at us.
All the tea.
But definitely that's a good one. So anyway, that was really cool. Very, very, very cool experience that my therapist actually got me hooked on Kennedy Ryan, and to see it evolve from that to this is like, that was a cool little moment. So
100%.
Very good. Pop the trunk.
Yeah, but before I pop the trunk, I want to pop some food. No, let me tell you guys about HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-proportioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. The holiday season is just around the corner, as Melissa said. Thanksgiving is next week, child. Next week. It is just around the corner. And we're all looking for ways to spend and stress less. HelloFresh makes mealtime nearly hassle-free with delicious home-delivered, shelf-crafted recipes that come together quick and are less expensive than takeout. Easily customizable recipes, so each meal is just the way you like it. There are always options available to trade or upgrade proteins or swap out side dishes. As we know, the holiday season, you have to start thinking about your Thanksgiving meal. Many people are starting, you have to think about that. And so who has time to make sure everybody is eating up until that point? Nobody. But if you do HelloFresh, okay, they take care of that for you. You can just go online. You just pick the little, make your selections. Okay. You get options. It gets delivered. You don't even have to think about as you're making the food because the instruction card is right there. It is my favorite thing. It requires so little like mental engagement for me because I just get to read and do. And then all of a sudden dinner's ready. And they have good recipes for everybody. Okay. The meatloaf. I love it. There's a shrimp pasta thing. I love it. There's some meatloaf. I love it. They have so many options that everybody in my family likes, which is helpful for me because I don't know if you've met my youngest. She is a time and she be so particular about what she eats. She don't ever want to eat nothing, okay? But she'll eat that HelloFresh though. And she's here today because that's my life. Don't you love HelloFresh? Yes. Okay. She does love HelloFresh. She don't love me apparently, but she loves HelloFresh. So get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/freeGJ. Applied across 7 boxes, new subscribers only, and it varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals. Just go to HelloFresh.com/freeGJ.
Free GJ.
All right. Shout out to HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. No, say it louder. Okay.
We got to get Kai because she's here.
She
was
here.
by the door like.
The office
Not
door?
really. She was by the chair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mel set her up over there, but she was just like, I don't want to be in here.
Listen, we be working it
All
out.
this hair this girl got.
Let me tell you about having a child as you're in your entrepreneurial era. Okay, you figure stuff out. You can't go to daycare today, so you got to be with me. And that just bring your iPad and some snacks and hope everything goes well. That's my life today. Daddy's on set because Uncle is filming a show for BET. Like, what is this life? I don't know.
Listen to me.
We're just figuring it out as we go.
Kev sent video
Jesus.
of Kev. I told y'all Kev's like very excited. He sends video of Greg on set. Greg does all talent stuff,
my gosh.
right? Like he tour manages and he does anytime there's a production. Greg is the primary. Don't eat that, it's spicy.
See, look at you.
Yeah, don't eat that, it's very spicy. Greg is the primary like point of contact for them, right? So Greg is sitting at a laptop. I don't know what papers he is looking at, but I literally looked like he was taking an open book test. He said,
That man.
like studying. Kev was so excited. He said, "Look at Greg." What did he say? Look at Greg in the family business.
Oh yeah.
I was like, Greg never in a million
Absolutely
years
Absolutely not.
imagined his life doing this. And the fact that he said, "Look at Greg working. We in the family business, y'all." Greg be work. He be sending out these papers to these folk.
Yeah, he do.
Negotiating these contracts
Oh,
for
my
these
goodness.
folk.
He be like, "Can you read this contract?" I be like, "No, absolutely. I don't know what this is saying. Do you know?"
Greg need to get on that Chat GPT.
She should.
I don't know the words, but
Chat GPT.
yeah, that's why I had
No,
to say
he
it
should.
fast.
He's all in though. That man.
No,
would
Greg be
all
on it.
In.
He get
I gotta be up at 6
Yeah.
because I gotta be there.
Yes.
And the talent comes in tomorrow, and I gotta check the Airbnb and get the cars
he be
and do all the stuff.
making the
I be
calls.
like, whatever. We'll
He
be at
going
home.
to the airport, arranging. Greg, if you have ever traveled to LA for a
Kai is telling secrets that Melissa don't know what she's saying either.
Micaiah's secrets be like this.
Yes, they do. See, look at her looking at you. She's trying to play you.
I'm sorry, Greg.
Don't play
It'd be
my
adorable. But Greg he's the one who handles all that. He arranges the transportation. He arranges the in-town transportation. He's gonna set up your Airbnb. He's gonna make sure you are squared away.
He does indeed.
But he also has taken on for this BET thing,
Oh yeah.
doing like the contracts and stuff. And he's like, I don't really know. I don't know Greg's title, but it's like all things.
It is. Yes.
It's just like all things.
It's Go Get Greg. That's
Yeah,
exactly
it
the
really
title.
is. That his title is Go Get
Radiant,
Greg.
that's hilarious.
Because he just be he will fill in wherever. I think he's gonna do a role, like a little cameo thing. He will also drive the church van if you need him to.
Yeah, literally.
He will also send these emails to negotiate, and he'll like copy me or Kev on it, or like BCC us on it, and it'd be very much like
Greg B.
them texts. Them tweets that'll say, "How do you professionally say you got me twisted up and bent?"
Yes.
That's what Greg's
Yeah.
emails be like.
I'd be like, you sent that? All right. I mean, I guess. Because what? You can't. I mean, I think it's great for him to be himself. And so people I'm not going to correct you and make you sound like me. You should sound like you. Sometimes you say it better than I could say it anyway, because you say it much more direct than I ever would. So, okay.
Because maybe I was thinking possibly
Yes, no.
correct that the answer might be no. Greg be like, no.
No.
Greg Goolsby, logistics manager.
Literally, every time. Hi, we talked and no. Is there anything else? No.
Bye.
You'd be like, okay, I guess. If that works for you.
Yeah, it works for you, child. But he be on it. Greg don't play. He be on it, okay?
Oh, we're doing Pop the Trunk.
Yeah, we can get it started. It's great though. I'm super, super, super happy. Me and Greg, actually, my therapist just got me together for the last time, and I just told Greg this. Because me and Greg will be like, we'll go back to work. We don't really care. Like, Kev, Mel, y'all can do this whole little entrepreneur thing, and we'll find a job if it all goes to hell in a handbasket. And my therapist, you want to listen? My therapist was like, you need to stop saying that. So I just told Greg, You would struggle too.
He absolutely would. Greg has not worked in a regular job longer than me.
Actually, you're right.
I worked much long. I was the only one still at Netflix. They were doing their own thing.
Yeah,
and he be swearing, remember I used to get up at 6 o'clock and go to the gym and then go to the job. Yeah, 20 years ago. You've
Like,
been working
really?
for KevOnStage Studios essentially since we've been in LA. Like, stop, sir.
Mel, for real, how long has it been for real? It's Micaiah's whole life for sure.
McKinley was like 1.5, 2.
Are you serious?
And what is she, 8? So 6 years. He stopped working 6 years ago. And be swearing up and down he gonna go work at MARTA.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize it was 6 years.
He's not going back to MARTA. Somebody tell him that, okay?
Okay, Kaikai's listening.
Hey Mel, hey Liz. I just wanted to say I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for providing me this outlet because I just got off of support chat with Hewlett Packard customer service, and I'm popping the trunk on them because how are y'all trash for 20 years and counting? Y'all never get it together. I've had HP printers in the past, and every time I've had them, it's been garbage. I bought this one yesterday on Amazon. I got it today. I set it all up, and first thing it does is starts blinking the error message. First thing. So first thing it says, oh, make an account. So I make a stupid account. Oh, let's set up your printer. It gets to the part where you load up your printer, and it's supposed to automatically print a test page. Does it do it? No. And so I'm looking at the printer, and the exclamation point is blinking, and it's saying that the tricolor. Anyways, I go to the customer service. They say, download the app. So I download the app. And then the app says, would you like to chat with somebody? I say, yes. And it takes me to the browser. I started setting up at 9 o'clock. It is 10:39.
Oh, wow.
And tell me why the customer service rep says, after all that chatting, oh, we can't do nothing, but we'll send you a new printer head. I'm popping the trunk on y'all. I could have been doing assignments, dealing with y'all. All right, peace. Popping the trunk on HP printers.
Let me tell you something. I agree printers are a scam these days. And part of the reason why is because do you remember when you would go to the store, buy your ink, put it in, and when it ran out, you would go back to the store? Nowadays, they have a subscription.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
What is happening in the world that I need a subscription for the ink? Let me go to Office Depot.
It's so bad. It is so bad. That is a scam.
It is a scam.
That's why this is all this old stuff that's been in existence, and now they trying to find creative ways to make more money. Stop it, because we are finding other ways to avoid y'all. Okay, we will just figure out a way to not have to subscribe. If I have a printer, why I gotta subscribe to get the ink? That's stupid.
But does it make sense?
That's so stupid. It's a scam.
I'm
It is a
sick
scam.
of all of it.
Yes.
So Courtney just said, even if you have ink, if your subscription isn't up to date, it won't let you print anything. What is the point of the subscription? What does it do? What does it offer?
Guarantee HP money to stay in business, because they were realizing that people were buying printers and didn't have to buy another printer, but they did have to buy ink. And that wasn't enough. So how can I scam you guys so that we can stay in business? This is how. Force you to get a subscription in order to print. That's stupid.
This is why America is a scam.
It really is. That is so stupid. Oh my gosh, I hate it so much.
And we don't have the money. Like, this is what people don't understand. Americans don't have no money.
Literally.
Eggs are $17.
From 10 to 17.
Every time. Every time. Eggs are $17. Milk is $10. Bread is $7.
It's so expensive.
It's
Everything.
so expensive to be an adult in America in 2024. And don't try to buy a house.
Oh my gosh.
Don't try to buy a house to not be approved, to then be forced to live in an apartment because you need all the money to put down on the house. So you have to live in an apartment, which is more money than the mortgage you would have had if you could have been able to just get yourself in a house.
Oh my gosh.
And then the landlords are trash. They're not going to fix nothing. Everything's going to break down.
You and me are both landlords.
Yeah, but this is the problem.
I'm
not a trash landlord.
Okay, all right. As long as we're not included in your description of landlords.
No, I'm actually not. Matter of fact, I know I'm not, because the company I used to hire to maintenance all my stuff so stuff don't go trash, half the money go to them.
Well, Oh, I thought she fell.
I can't stand it. I'm
I-
certainly not a trash landlord.
I was having this other thought over the week about
Why was your brain just going?
I don't know. It's been a lot, okay? But the fact that we grow up in America, right, and then all of a sudden you're an adult and you're just supposed to really understand and know how to be responsible with money is like so annoying.
So annoying.
Because I think in general, I'm a responsible adult. I think I make good decisions, all of that. I also really enjoy spending money. Like, I do. Greg and I are very different in that regard because he will sit in the house and stare at the wall and be just fine. And I'll be like, I heard Jamaica's open tomorrow. You want to go?
Not they open.
Listen, I heard that they are on holiday, and so we should celebrate their holiday there, though. So I be like, bruh, how am I just supposed to train myself to be responsible? They always want to tell you to save for a rainy day, and I've been alive for 30 plus years, and I be waiting for the rainy day. It ain't happened. So then when I spend the money, and it's like, I shouldn't. Where's the rainy day? Are you guys just lying? Because it feels like I should spend the money.
But this is the other thing that's a scam with America. Another scam in America is the thought that people who are living paycheck to paycheck are irresponsible.
Right.
You're not being paid enough
You're
to
not.
literally make ends
Bruh.
meet. People have to live.
Paycheck
and
to
with
paycheck.
living, there are expenses.
Yes.
People shouldn't be forced to have 2 and 3 jobs.
Exactly.
Just to enjoy life.
And enjoy is being nice because most
You're right.
people who are living paycheck to paycheck they don't even have the luxury
Exactly.
to be able to do something.
Exactly.
So I don't fault them when they go to the movies and buy popcorn.
I agree.
You should.
need something. And this is the other
or
thing.
else you're going to mentally be
Go
unhealthy.
crazy.
Yes.
And the scam that is, well, you spend $5 at Starbucks.
Right. They love to be trying to throw that in your face.
Can I have one luxury? And mind you, we're saying Starbucks is the luxury. Can we start there? Can we start that we are saying you can afford Starbucks every week? That means you can have a savings account. And we're saying, can I have that as a luxury? Starbucks is the luxury.
Right.
That tells you about the state of America.
Oh, my gosh.
We're not buying these outrageously expensive, very luxurious. I just want a cup of coffee.
Right.
Because I'm stressed the heck out.
Exactly.
And you want me to put it in a savings account so I can have $200 at the end of the year.
And people
Shut
love
up and
to
leave
be
me alone.
like, you should just put $3 a week in Starbucks. So at the end of the year, I've saved $221. Woo. What the hell am I going to do with $221?
When eggs is $30.
Listen, literally. Now you've purchased eggs for 3 weeks, and now you're broke again.
No.
What the hell are you going to do with the money when you're saving $3 a month? What are you going to do with the money you saved at the end of the year? Woo, you're not buying a house. You're not. With that money, you're not.
You're not.
So it's like, bruh, we don't do anything to prepare adults. And then all of a sudden you're just an adult and you're like, am I even making a good decision? And who are you going to ask? Another adult who also doesn't know?
I agree.
And then they be judgmental because everybody loves to be judgmental about money. Ooh, you don't have no money. You spend all your money on this stuff. So now you don't want to have the conversation anyway. But you're like, bro, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. I know that I want to go to Jamaica tomorrow. That's all I know. It's really stupid.
It's really stupid. Somebody says Starbucks is not a luxury. I think I disagree.
It's not?
I don't think it is the luxury that we are claiming it to be for people who are living paycheck to paycheck. To fight and argue and what I mean specifically is the financial gurus.
Yes.
Who overly stress that if you can afford this, you can afford that. I think it is a false equivalent because people need to live.
Yes.
And sometimes if that's the luxury that allows me to escape the stress of trying to make ends meet, of raising kids, of not being able to afford your home, not being able to afford the kids that you have, these are stressors.
Yeah.
So if that's the luxury, I think you got to instead of fussing at them, I think we need to look at the system that is now called coffee a luxury. And I think that's my point.
Well, and everybody, you could interchange Starbucks with something else.
Well, and I agree.
It's not exact. It doesn't have to be just Starbucks. That's just the example you're given. But when there are other things that people
splurge
on when it's like that's considered a splurge.
Yes.
What state are we in when that's considered a splurge?
And most of these things are $10.
Right.
And I'm not saying paying $10 for coffee is not outrageous because we've established that. But that's the state that we're in. Eggs are $30. Starbucks is $10. That's America in 2024. Yes. That's America in 2024.
It's just, the point is being an adult sucks, okay?
I agree.
That's the point.
I agree. I agree. Next one.
Yeah.
Because exactly, she said guacamole is a splurge.
Exactly. People be like, you should just get the basics. I can't enjoy the food.
Very first world problems.
Just enjoy. It is 100% first world problems. Absolutely.
But also, if you're working like 3 jobs, you don't have time to make your lunch.
And that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I feel like we are blaming these people, and we're really making it out to be. And I think I just fundamentally
when we transition from Starbucks to guac, now we got don't come for my guac. That's exactly the point.
And that's the point.
The fact that you want to add guac and the world is the judgmental Americans are telling you don't get guac, put it in your savings account. When I've worked for 3 jobs and have slept 1 hour between them because I'm going from this one to that one to this one. And then I finally get to eat and I ask for guac and the world is stoning me. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Get your guac.
Get your guac, child.
Don't end up on the street now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't be unhoused. But get your guac every now and again.
Yeah, she was. And this is the thing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done with it. I be hating that. And this is the thing. People, I won't say it. We're going to move on to the next one.
Let's move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
Hey, ladies. Hope you're having a great day. I come to you to submit my case that we all should pop the trunk on surveys. Customer surveys from places like Cane's Chicken, the car shop, going to a baseball game, the grocery store. Y'all already took up part of my time with whatever it is, and now you want to take up more time by having me sit down and fill out a survey for y'all to get better, but I don't get any type of compensation from this. I went to a baseball game last night. They already sent me an email saying, hey, can you please fill out this quick 10 to 12 minute survey? Am I getting a free ticket at the end of the day for y'all's betterment? This is feedback that I just don't want to give. If y'all are not compensating me, don't ask for my thoughts or my prayers. I'm over it.
If you're not compensating me, don't ask.
You guys have a great evening.
Oh, that's so specific. I don't mind giving feedback for a specific person that I feel like gave really great service. If that is going to get you the raise to afford your Starbucks, I'm willing to absolutely give you this. What gets me is when, you know how sometimes these days it'll have a bar of completion. And you realize, is this 6 pages of questions?
They be long.
I didn't ask for a homework assignment. I'm not finna, now you done pissed me off. Everything is 5. Not too good, not too great. I'm just trying to five my way on up out of here.
Yes.
Because why has this suddenly become a to-do for me?
Yes.
This should be 3 questions max.
Yes.
3 questions max. And we can all move on.
But then you get entered into a raffle for
And I never win.
$10
Gift card. And then they'll ask a question like, rate this 1 to 5, and then you rate, and then it'll be explained.
Oh,
this is not an essay for college.
I hate that.
I'll be like, not NA.
Yes. I don't have time.
To explain NA.
I said yes. The question was yes or no. I gave you a yes or no. If I have to provide rationale behind my yes or no, X me out. Control, Alt, delete
for
me
real.
Out. I am done here. Unless there is a specific person where I want to say, and you got to call their name. They'd be like, please say my name. Yes, I will. Janelle.
Yes.
On Tuesday.
Yes.
Was excellent.
Was amazing.
She deserves every good thing coming her way. You should give it to her because she was great. Unless it's that, Get me on up out of here.
Absolutely.
Y'all know what y'all got to do better. Lower these prices. That's what you need to do. That's my comment.
Yes.
I agree. That was very specific. Y'all see Kai having her best time.
Her very, very best life. And let me tell you what, looking at her back there, acting the way she's acting is making me hot. But because I use Lumi today, I'm not going to be over here smelling. Okay, let me tell y'all about Lumi. This year, I'm thankful for my child, my children, the joy that they bring me, even when I want them to sit down. And I'm also thankful for Lumi Whole Body Deodorant. Why? Because Lumi is a deo like no other. It was created by an OBGYN who discovered BO isn't just an underarm thing, it's an all over the body thing. So she developed a pH optimized deodorant that's clinically proven to block odor everywhere, not just your pits, but your privates, feet, and beyond. The best part, no matter where you use it, Lumi is proven to keep working for up to 72 hours. If 3 days of odor control isn't something to be thankful for, I don't know what is, okay? Our special offer is new customers get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code. Use code GJ.
GJ.
At LumiDeodorant.com, LumiDeodorant.com. GJ again? Okay. I am personally a fan of Lumi because they have so many options, so many things that you can use, like with their product line, that just makes it really, really amazing. And you can use them at home, or if you're traveling, if you're on the road, just different situations. They are ready to accommodate you. So Lumi Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. Like I said, as a special offer for our listeners, new customers get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code, which again is GJ. And if you combine the 15% off with the already discounted starter pack, that equals over 40% off of their starter pack. So use code GJ for 15% off your first purchase at LumiDeodorant.com. That's code GJ. You saying it again? At LumiDeodorant.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Okay, one more thing before we go, because I know we need to go. You just said you have to go?
Oh, that's my line.
Oh. Well, did you have more things to say then? Okay. I want to say, before we forget, I have still been watching Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
You did say this.
Oh, my gosh. You guys, I'm in season 2, episode 15. So Jen Shaw then got arrested. Okay. The feds picked her up. They came. They were in the bus, and she got called away. She left. Everybody's like, the feds. She gets arrested. The charges come down. The women are on there freaking out. It was a whole thing. I was all in. Oh, my gosh. Okay. It was a good time to watch. But after that, it's continued to get more chaotic. Okay. Mary, the woman who's married to her stepdad, granddaddy, she's a terrible person. People who are into this show already, is she as terrible as she seems? Because she seems like a terrible person.
Mm-hmm.
She says things, she is using the excuse, or like she comes across as just so like, she's mean. This is a mean woman. And I don't like it.
What, yeah, she is a little mean. She just is mean-spirited.
She is very mean-spirited. I
caught a little bit about that at that tea thing.
It was season 1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I agree, but I was like, I was trying to feel her out.
Mm-hmm.
But after she talked so bad about Jen getting arrested, and then everybody was at the table, and she sat up there with a straight face. I didn't say nothing bad about you. And all the women at the table are like, bitch, yes, you did. And she's like, And then she has the nerve to be like, did I say anything bad about her, to the woman sitting next to her? And they're like,
You don't want to ask me because I'm finna call you out and tell you, yes, you did.
So then I think she was an Asian woman. She's like, you said she was a thug. You said that she was a Mexican thug who was at the border. Like, and literally those are the things Mary was saying. It was so offensive. It was so wild. And Mary is like, I would never. I am the pastor at my church. I cannot believe that woman. She is a wild, wild woman. You guys, if you're watching or you want to watch, start with, I think it's 15. I'm pretty sure it's 15. You start there and just go. Also,
Is Jen already arrested by then?
so Jen, she gets out. She gets bond.
Oh.
So she should pre-trial. Okay, she out. And so I've continued to watch, and they are weeks away from her trial starting, which is also really weird.
Wait. They're documenting her trial through the show.
Well, it's a federal trial, so I imagine they're not going to have actual clips, but they are documenting the lead up to this big thing. So her husband's 51st birthday happens, and so she makes this speech where she's like, this is really meaningful because it could be the last birthday that we have together because my trial starts in 7 weeks.
Are they still married?
I think so, but she in jail for 6.5 years.
Oh, he's probably... Oh, okay.
It is why, and then she also tells this story of like we went into my son's room and he was crying last night because he was like, I just don't want to be without my mom. And she's like, they had to move from their big house to this small house because they're trying to pay for her defense team. They're trying to defend her.
Well, they didn't have no money to begin with, right? Wasn't she defrauding elderly?
That's how you get money. So she had money. Did she have it legally? That's the question. The Fed said no, and the jurors agreed. That's why she went to jail.
And she just went to jail, didn't she? A year ago?
I think she's been in there it'll be 2 years, I think, in March. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
But she in jail, and she got sentenced to 6.5 years. And the lead up to that, these women, I cannot believe this show. What are they doing in Salt Lake? Also, one of the women I talked about before, ma'am, I talked before about the religion aspect of this show, which you would expect because of Salt Lake City. So they're, come from a Mormon background. And hearing them talk about them like disassociating themselves with the Mormon community has also I am all in on this conversation. It's so interesting how like heavy and intense it is. How one of them is like, I want to be removed from like the Mormon logs. Like, Totally. Like, I don't ever want it. You can never look me up and know that I was associated. And it's like this, it's like exitmormon.com or something like that. But like, it's a whole thing. And it's such this big moment and step to, like commit to this. And so it's been really, really fascinating. On the show, the whole thing.
I need to catch up.
Is brilliant. Start with season 2, episode 15.
I think I'm at the beginning of season 2.
Skip ahead.
Okay.
Go to 15. It's either 15 or 14. Go to where the feds come. They're in front of a store, and she gets on the phone and she leaves.
Oh, didn't you say they said Mary is the one who told him to?
So that's what they've also been like. Because Mary was like, you see what happens when you mess with my church? So everybody's like, did you snitch? But also the idea that like Mary called the feds. Like, what's the number to 911? Like, who are you calling to be like, hey,
she called somebody to give a lead. But I haven't watched the show that much, but this seems in line.
What?
With Mary.
It does. That's the other thing. Mary is like this woman. And then one more thing. Because the episode I was watching last night, she's like the first lady at her church, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what the church event was, but those church people were in there like, you're my best friend. You're perfect. I love you. I said, is this a cult?
That sounds cultish.
It was giving cult like, girl, I know Jesus too, but what are you? Do they think you're Jesus? Because what is happening? They were in there being weird. And listen, I know church. I know shouting Holy Ghost. That don't scare me. I know I lived through that. I know some people that get similar. That what she had going on.
That sounds cultish.
Was like, what is happening? And that granddaddy don't like her. Okay? They don't like. And this is my last thing. She got some nerve. She be in there talking about everybody. You are married to your step granddaddy. And then she really be trying to have an attitude like, don't be saying that. That's so disrespectful. It's the truth. It's the truth. And you can't be saying somebody's a thug. She told the Asian woman she loves her slanted eyes, which is like, honey, you can't say that out loud. That's so
it's very offensive.
It's very offensive. And she's over here acting so I don't know. And then as soon as somebody say you married to your step granddaddy, you are so offended.
And that's actually a fact.
And that's a fact. You're being offensive. They're stating facts. You guys, this show is upsetting.
I will try to continue.
And I do not like Mary.
I have nothing else to watch, so maybe I will watch it.
Start with season 2, episode 15.
Well, I mean, I can start at the beginning. I don't have nothing else to watch right now. There's like literally nothing on the television.
It's coming soon though. They got stuff coming soon. Married to Medicine about to hit. There's something else on Netflix. One of them shows is about to come back.
Well, are they doing another season of Love Is Blind?
I don't know.
Because the way they pumping these out.
I love Is It Cake, and they're gonna do an Is It Cake like Christmas version.
I love Is It
And
Cake.
I'm so
It's
excited.
It's fun. Also, Traders is coming out in January.
Oh, Traders is coming.
I mean, it's November. We ain't even at Thanksgiving yet, but I am so excited for Traders to come back. When you were talking really quick, when you were talking about Utah, though, I've been still watching Sister Wives, which is boring, by the way. There's nothing going on. It's so boring. But they are also very much, well, Christine is very much, I'm done with being Mormon. I am, move on from me. Get away from me.
Get away from me with this Apollo.
Thank you. She's very much that way. But yeah, it's boring though. Everything's a talking head. A lot of it is B-roll. They really should stop. All right. Mary been disappointed. Oh, last thing I'm gonna say. Janelle tried to tell Mary, hey girl, them houses y'all was trying to get, what is it called?
The compound thing?
The compound on Porcupine Road, whatever it's called. She said, I'm just trying to, basically, this is in my words, but this was essentially her energy. Trying to warn you that this all gonna go to hell in a handbasket. We basically signed up for a balloon loan, and if we don't pay the balloon, which is this large amount, by the end, we gonna lose everything. You should protect yourself because I don't think Cody and whatever
Robin.
favorite wife, thank you, I don't think they're gonna protect you. And she said, you don't have my back, Mary. You don't have my back. I would have your back. So you see how you're offended at the wrong thing?
Exactly.
You see how you're offended at, you got to keep the main thing the main thing. You got to keep the main thing the main thing. You are worried about me having your back. What I'm saying is they don't have your back.
Right.
You need to be worried about them. You worried about me. You see how that's stupid?
Yes.
And Janelle was like, I mean, I would hope I would have your back, but I'm concerned about mine.
Hello?
Well, I would think they would do the right thing. Well, and that's why you're about to be out.
Yes.
So that would be, it's just boring. This season, Coyote Pass is what it's called. It's very, very, very boring. This season's very boring. I've committed to continue watching, but it's boring. All right, very good. We got to get up out of here because I'm going to go to set. I'm so excited.
And
we will see you guys. Oh, do we have ads for next week?
Oh, I need to.
I don't think
Watch
so. I
YSL.
typically I typically mark that week out.
It's dark.
It's dark, right? So do you want to come in on Monday and just do a bonus, or do you want to come back the week after
Let's come back the
Thanksgiving?
week after.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So we will be off next week. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope that whatever meal or dish that you prepare comes out amazing. I hope that if you are starting something new, that the recipe comes out in the way that you imagined. I hope you're healthy, happy, and it's filled with laughter and great memories. And until then, we will see you in December.
Amen. And it'll be December we come back.
It'll be December.
See y'all in December.
Bye.